begins the list of wishes that the Acharya wants to give. Who is the Acharya? Anybody remember his name?
33rd Shankar.
33rd Sri Sri Satchidananda
Shivabhinava Narasimha Bharati Swami.
Yes. And his Shishya Chandrasekharananda Chandrasekhara Bharati has composed many, like the Sharada, I told you that song. And our Shishya is the great Bharati Tirtha Swamigal, who is the Guru of the current Sri Sri Vidhushekara Swamiji, who does, gives the Anugraha Bhashanam and travels. Very young looking, young age. So they will identify, these gurus, when they cross 50, then they will identify who has that adhikaritvam, and then among all the shishyas that who are brahmacharis, they will select the one with the most chitta-shuddhi, devotion to the guru, and then train the person to occupy the Sharada Peetham. So to continue the lineage. Now in the third verse, what does Acharya say? Papodham dvamsayitva. Oh Devi, I have accumulated so much papa over many janmas, not only this janma, but previous janmas, knowingly or unknowingly. There is lot of papa. You must dvamsayitva, destroy all the papas by your grace, it's possible. Now there are two kinds of papas. One papa is which obstructs the material well-being. See, material well-being is called Shreyas. Shreyas, very contextual word. So we use another word called Abhyudaya. Abhyudaya means somebody who is born in a slum. They are living a hand-to-mouth existence. That is called, they don't even have Abhyudaya, Punyam. So there the papa, the first kind of papa is, even for survival they have to struggle, which we obviously don't have that papa. But the second papa is that which obstructs my spiritual growth. That means when I am well off, with influential family, richness is there, I will get attached. Arrogance can come in. I don't have interest in Gita, no regard for gurus and all these dvijas. No Deva Puja will be there. Materialistic tendency, that is papa number 2, which obstructs me from coming to attend Gita classes, online or offline. That is the second kind of papa. And same thing, when you apply the logic, two kinds of punyam. If we have no disabilities, family is doing well, no lack is there, we have that abhyudaya punyam, or shreyas also we can say. But the moksha phalam is nishreyas. The person who is has a healthy attitude towards wealth and prosperous surroundings, but yet has a value for spiritual growth, who has Shraddha in the words of the Guru and the Veda as the sixth Shabda Pramanam. Not just, accepting and believing what I see, hear, taste, touch, feel, but Astikya Buddhi. That is the second kind of punya. That is why they say that the Shani Dasha will come, that brings in the first kind of papam. Loss of health, loss of wealth, loss of relationships, all losses will be there. Everybody goes through it. Not Shani. But they also say, Nalladu Pannittu.
At least.
Yeah. So the last period is very intense, because that intense period will give me Viveka and Vairagyam. I will press the pause button and say, why I have not done anything bad in this life, why I should suffer? Is there a Bhagavan? He is Karunamurti, how he can be so cruel? So that Viveka Vichara will start. So that is the second kind of punya. And so here Acharya says, you give me that Astikya Buddhi Devi, the Shraddha towards Shruti, towards Gurus, and give me firm devotion, Bhakti Dardhyam, towards the Samskrita Purushas. We saw that Samskrita Purushas are the Devatas, the Brahmanas and Acharyas, no? And let me have a respectful attitude. You must have heard of this story of Kanchi Mahaperiva. So many stories get posted, no, on the net. There was one person wearing a pant and shirt, and a devotee brought him, you must have, darshanam of Mahaperiva. He said, what is this? Another sage, ochre colored, and he just stood there. He didn't even do namaskaram. That is considered a great papam, right? But this compassionate sage, he must have glanced at him only. And then the huge transformation came. He came running and he was crying and he did the Sashtanga Namaskaras. Then that changed his whole life. And he became one of the greatest, commentators and who writes about Mahapariva. It is well documented in the books. So that is the kripa of a Mahatma. Yeah, just by glance also it can be transforming. I have seen Pujya Swamiji also do that. I myself, I thought, I'm not ready for this Vedanta path. So I said, I have to go back to my yoga ashram. Oh, parvale. Swamiji just did this. And overnight, I left the other ashram and joined this Jnana Marga. So despite your, your inclination, the Mahatmas and the Guru have the power to change your decision and bring you and lift you up. That is the glory of Mahatmas. And here Acharya says, give me that astikya buddhi and a respectful attitude, firm devotion towards all the Samskrita Purushas and the deep, high degree of devotion, nitantam, towards the mantra japa. Like Sri Vidya Upasana, many people do, Devi Upasana. So like that, let me have an inclination for all those mantras, Lalita Sahasranamam, which glorify you. If you see any Sahasranama, anything Vishnu Sahasranama, Lalita Sahasranama, there will be a set of names which will describe the Leela of that Devata or Devi. Then there will be a set of names which will be Saguna. Like I told you, Tatanka Yuguli Bhuta Tapanodupa Mandala. In Lalita Sahasranama, which means Tapana, Udupu are sun and moon. So sun and moon are the earrings, Kundalam for you, Devi, and they are reporting to you the world situations. Who is doing what? But you are the compassionate mother, you please continue to bless me and don't punish me. So this is the Saguna Brahma Dhyanam on the Din. Then there are also the Nirguna set of names in every Sahasranama. Vishnu Sahasranama is put on, Lalita Sahasranama is put on, there are all these. So this shows that Bhagavan is everything. In the Gita we have seen the entire manifestation, Srishti, Nama Rupa Kriyatmakam Jagat is Apara Prakriti. But then there is something beyond, and that is Nimitta Karanam, Jagat Karanam, Para Prakriti, Ishvara. So all this is completely covered in our Sahasranamas. So here Acharya said that Manu Nivahe Tavakine Nitantam, bless me with this. We have so much punyam already, to be born in this culture in Bharata Desha and to have grown up in this culture. So we have an automatic head start. We have a value for all this. But unfortunately now it is going down. So to the whatever extent possible we can try to maintain it. Like a very nice house Sudha, she enforces it for her grandchildren. How beautiful and how rare that is. And you see Vishruta is the brightest student. Vishruta, Aditya, all these people, they actually come to class eagerly. I can see that in Sai and all. And they never miss. So that shows that there is some deep-rootedness there. That is the Bhakti Darbhyam. Then last line is common. Vidyam Shuddham Cha Buddhim He Kamalajadayite Satvaram Deki Mahyam. You give me all this. Now the list will continue. We'll see what happens in fourth. Vidya Mudrakshamala
Vidya Mudrakshamala
Amrita Ghata Vilasat
Amrita Ghata Vilasat
Pani Patho Jajale
Pani Patho Jajale
Vidyadana Pravine
Vidyadana Pravine
Jadabadhira Mukhebhyopi
Jadabadhira Mukhebhyopi
Shighram Natebhyaha
Shighram Natebhyaha
Vidya Mudrakshamala Amrita Ghata Vilasat Pani Patho Jajale
Vidya Mudrakshamala Amrita Ghata Vilasat Pani Patho Jajale
Vidyadana Pravine Jadabadhira Mukhebhyopi Shighram Natebhyaha
Vidyadana Pravine Jadabadhira Mukhebhyopi Shighram Natebhyaha
Kamadinantaran
Kamadinantaran
Matsahajaripuvaran
Matsahajaripuvaran
Devi Nirmulya Vegat
Devi Nirmulya Vegat
Kamadinantaran Matsahajaripuvaran Devi Nirmulya Vegat
Kamadinantaran Matsahajaripuvaran Devi Nirmulya Vegat
Vidyam Shuddham Cha Buddhim Kamalajadayite Sattvaram Dehi Mahyam
Vidyam Shuddham Cha Buddhim Kamalajadayite Sattvaram Dehi Mahyam.
So we saw also the description of the Devi, how she arrived, and also how spotless is her Swa Anga Chaya earlier. And that referred to the Sattva Guna. Now this Devi, and that is the Sattva Guna, and not referring to the skin tone. Yeah, like Krishna. Krishna, what it means in Sanskritam? Krishna Varna. Dark. The color of rain-bearing clouds. Rain-bearing clouds are dark. So this is not a racial discrimination, but it is referring to the deeper, subtle aspect. And even Draupadi, she is called Krishna, born of the Agni. She is also dark. Then Vyasacharya, name is Dvaipayana Krishna. Visarga asti. Vyasacharya. Vyasacharya was also dark skin tone. Yeah? So that fair and white is not the superficial skin color, obviously. Yeah. Now here in this shloka, number 4, Acharya describes the Varnanam of Saraswati. Now which Saraswati do we have here? The most popular version, that is with the Veena. Standing for all the kalas. Kalas. So there are many different depictions. Saraswati with a lotus and with a Veena, with a parrot also, apparently. Pustakam definitely. It's common, I think. Here is the first line describes that Saraswati, who has 4 lotus-like hands. Pani Patho Jajale. The whole line is a Sambodhana again. Yeah? O Kamalajadayite, the dear one to Brahmadev, in the 4 hands, in your lotus hands, Patho Ja. There are at least 100 words which mean lotus in Sanskrit. Like Kamalam, Pankajaha, Pankaj Jayate, one born of Panka. Panka means slush. Muddy waters, lotus grows. So here another word is Patho Jajala. Pani, her hands. Now what do her hands hold? First is Vidya, that is Pustakam. Mudra, we'll come to that, Chin Mudra, Akshamala and Amrita Ghata. The 4 objects held by Devi. Now Vidya represents, what is she having in the hand here? So that lower hand, no? Grantha. So Vidya stands for the Pustakam or Grantha. So it's like Saraswati is saying, you don't get caught up in this materialistic karma kanda. Come to me and I can give you Vidya. Here it is. So the Vidya in the hand, one hand represents Shastra, Veda Pramanam, Vedanta Vichara, and knowledge in one word, Vidya. Then second hand, Mudra and Potrikanga. So many mudras are there. Vayu Mudra, Agni Mudra. Here which mudra would this be?
Chin.
Yeah. Chin Mudra, or we can also say Jnana Mudra. Exactly. Who else has a Jnana Mudra? Dakshinamurti. Do you remember the Dhyana Shloka? Acharindram Karakalita Chinmudramanandarupam. There also it came. So this Chin Mudra, we have heard it when we listen to the Dakshinamurti Stotra in detail. We'll come to that. Third hand has a Akshamala. Akshamala can be Rudraksha or it can be crystal, Spatika. Generally these two will be there for Devi. And fourth, Amrita Ghataha. Amrita Ghata is Kalasham with Amritam. And that symbolizes moksha. See, Amritam, we say colloquially, the payasam Amritam mari irundhudu. Do we know what is Amritam, nectar? But we use it, right? Soma also. Soma is Amritam. But we have not really experienced nectar. So it's a symbolic, figurative usage for moksha. Amrita Ghata. Now we'll see this, one by one. So the first is the, as I said, Shastra, Grantha represented by the book. And we just saw in the previous verse that the Acharya wants the Astikya Buddhi for coming to the Shastra. May I have Shraddha in the Shastra. And that is why the Shastra is the sixth Pramana, Shabda Pramana. Who is going to reveal to us the nature of Bhagavan? Can our sense organs do that? No. Why? Because they are extroverted and they bring in only objects of the world. So for Ishvara Jnanam, Shastra is the only source. Today morning Swamiji said, no, Upanishads, Vedanta Shastra, Gita, all this is going to reveal that Tattva. And hence all that is symbolized by the Grantha. Then second hand she is holding is assumed in the Chin Mudra. And this Chin Mudra stands for Tattva Jnanam or Tattvamasi Jnanam. Now I'll go over it again. This is the index finger. All cartoon, when you want to show, like we're telling Akhilesh all the time, chai bahut meetha hai. Why did you do this? So this stands for Jivatma. The Jivatma, the Jiva. And this Angushtaha is Paramatma. This is the Adhara. Now, what is the role of the Angushta for the hand? You can't do so many things without the thumb. It's the Adhara, For grasping properly, I need the Angushta. That's why in the Dubai countries, very strict rules are there. Any theft, what do? They remove the Angushta. Because without that, you can't eat properly, So, the Chin Mudra shows that the Adhara for the entire world is Paramatma, Angushta. Just as the Angushta is the support for other fingers. Now, the problem is this Jivatma is with the other three fingers. And what do the other three fingers symbolize? The finite, time-space bound world. The three, three stands for the three bodies. Sthula, Sukshma, Karana, or the three gunas. In other words, the three fingers represent the entire Apara Prakriti, the time-space bound reality, yeah, which is the lesser reality. But the Jiva is enamored. He's stuck and he's attached to these two. So what does the Jiva have to do? Bend and touch the Paramatma. So the Jiva Parameshwara Aikyam has to happen. And when that knowledge comes, that the Jiva gains the knowledge, self-knowledge, and attaches to the Paramatma, then what do we have? Chinmudra, yes, but this is Purnam. Anadi Ananta Purnam. And that is self-knowledge. So the Jiva has to gain the truth of himself or herself, and that is the Paramatma. And for that one has to develop Viveka, Vairagya, bend, and come to this circle. Purnima, which stands for Purnatvam. Purnatvam is the Atma Jnanam, self-knowledge. So this is the powerful Chinmudra depicted by this mudra. And this is common to Devi here and to Dakshinamurti. Now even Dakshinamurti has several versions. In Sailorsburg Ashram, which one did you see? What is the Dakshinamurti called there? Rishabha Dakshinamurti. Did you see a Rishabha bull? Yeah. In Anikatti it is Medha Dakshinamurti. In Somangalam, Vidya Dakshinamurti. So little variations are there. Just Saraswati variations, like that Dakshinamurti also, but both have Chinmudra. And that is the Tattva Jnanam. Then we come to the last hand. What does the last hand have? Amrita Ghataha. Amrita Ghataha is a kalasham with Amritam. And that stands, third one. Aksharamala. Yes. I was wondering where that went. Yeah. Grantha over, then Chinmudra over, now Akshamala. Yeah, Aksharamala is also a good word for it. Akshamala means Spatika or Rudra. Now why is it called Akshamala? Akshara is a clue for that.
All letters.
Because, exactly. See, normally a mala will have how many beads? 108. No, if it is well done. This is called Meru. We don't cross the Meru. No, we go up to there, then flip the mala and go back. No? So, generally what happens in the Sanskrita Akshara mala, we have 54 letters, including some consonants like Tra, Nya, Ksha. So, from A to Ksha, it is 54 letters. So, just like Arohanam, Avarohanam in music, for every beat, we invoke one Akshara. From A to Ksha, and then back. Now you see, anything in the world, it is just Namarupa. Book, Pustakam you take. There are some letters in ascending, some are descending. Yeah? So the whole Akshamala refers to the entire Prapancha is covered by that. So if I do 54 in one round and then 54 another round, I have 108. So in the third hand, she has this Akshamala, A to Ksha. That is the significance there. So that's why I said you can call it Aksharamala also. Yeah? And then fourth is the Amrita Ghata. Amrita Ghata stands for moksha. Now here, there is a certain sequence. Yeah? Now out of these four, Grantha, Chinmudra, Mala, Amrita Ghata, what is the first in the sequence? Will we get moksha right away? No. Ghata is moksha.
Yeah, we need
Okay.
to have the knowledge first.
But even before coming to the book, what do we have to do? Japa. So the Akshamala stands for Japa, of course, but it stands for all the sadhanas. Panchamahayajnas, Karma Yoga, Upasana, Japa, Yatra, all the sadhanas that we have all done in life and we are still doing, because that will give me a Chitta Shuddhi to come to Grantha. No? We can't just, walk into an Upanishad class if we have not done adequate sadhana prior to that. So if we are today studying Gita and Upanishads, it is because we have done all that the Japamala stands for. All the karmas that have purified me, given me Chitta Shuddhi and brought me to the Shastram. So second, number 2 is Grantha. And the Grantha stands for Vichara, Viveka, Vedanta Vichara. Vairagya, all that. As Swamiji told this morning, that only Upanishads will reveal your true nature. And your true nature is none other than Ishvara Tattva. But we can't directly come to the Upanishads. He said, first of all, they are in Sanskritam. And then if you open, like Purnamada Purnamidam mantra, what does it mean? Literal translation is, that is a whole, this is whole. When the whole is taken from that whole, whole remains. What do you understand by this? Nothing. Yeah. So actually it's a very profound meaning. Yeah. Means that is Purnam. Yeah. This is also Purnam. When Purnam is taken from Purnam, Purnam eva avashishyate, like infinity. Yeah. That means there is only that Brahma. And Brahma Tattvam is ever Purnam. Yeah. But then I experience Apurnatvam. Why? Because of Deha Abhimana. I become this Jiva. Yeah. This Jiva who is complaining, who is demanding, who is turned extroverted, and who has not come to the Pustakam. So the Akshamala is all the sadhanas which give me Chitta Shuddhi, and then I approach the Upanishads, of course, under the guidance of a Guru, definitely, because the Guru is the key to unlock the Shastras. No? And then that Shastra which has Tattva Jnanam, I will gain by understanding Chinmudra. So what is Chinmudra? We just saw Tat Tvamasi Aikya Jnanam. Yeah? Then having understood the Tattvamasi Aikya Jnanam, Amrita Khataka is there with me. Yeah? That means Moksha Prapti. Yeah? So first of all Chitta Shuddhi Prapti, then Jnana Prapti, then only Moksha Prapti. Yeah? Like Chinmayananda will say, first it is, one is animal-like man, then man, then God man, and then finally Mukta Purusha. So even our incarnations are like that, no? Half horse, a human, Narsimha, then Rama is a divine man, and then Krishna is Mukta Purusha, even beyond a Dharmic Satpurusha. Because Rama knew that he is Paramatma. But to set an example, we see a very divine, personality which we can relate to. But then Krishna in the Gita is Mukta Purusha, Satchidananda Paramatma. So that is this first line. Vilasat means shining. So, O Kamalajadayite, in your 4 shining lotus-like hands, Vilasat Pani Patho Jajale, you have these 4, things. Akshamala, Chinmudra, Pustakam and Amrita Ghataka. Then you are Vidya Dana Pravine. Pravina means Kushalaha. Kushala. You are expert. Exactly. You are an expert in bestowing knowledge. To whom? Jada, Badhira, Mukhepyaha Api. Jada is dull-witted person. Manda buddhi. The one who has a closed mind, who is tamoguna pradhana, like I told you the story of Kalidasa, also you are able to instantly bless and uplift and bestow knowledge. No? And Badhira means deaf. But here it doesn't mean literally deaf. It means those who are distracted, those who are unwilling to learn the Shastra, also you have the grace to pull them and bring them to the Veda Pramana and give them Astikya Buddhi and bestow them with knowledge. So Vidyadana Pravine He Jada Badhira Mukhebhyah Api Shighram Natebhyah. One condition is there. One should be the Nata. Nata is Nam Dhatu. To those Nam Dhatu. No? Nata Iksa Pratyaya. So those who have devotion for you, who are saluted you, for them Natebhyah Shighram you will bestow the knowledge and bring them to the Moksha Marga. So that is the grace of Saraswati. So the sequence is that once I perform all the sadhanas as per my Varnashrama Dharma, very important, going to come in the next shloka. As per my stage of life, I do what is to be done, practice sadhanas. As Swamiji said, even while you are doing Karma Yoga, you pursue knowledge. So definitely all our activities need a shift of attitude, Karma Yoga. That is the Akshamala. Then that will bring me to the study of Vedas, will bring a Guru into my life. Then my Shravanam will start. Shravanam, Maranam, Nidhyasana. Then I will understand the significance of Chinmudra, and having understood that, Amrita Ghata is available. I can taste the Amritam, and that is Jivan Muktihi. Jivan Eva Muktihi. I will be free even whether I am 30, 60 or 90, I will enjoy the inner freedom. That is the sequence here. Then the third line is Kamadin Antaran Mat Saha Jari Uvaran. But what is standing as an obstacle? Kamadin. Kamadin is referring to the Shad Ripavaha. In Vedanta, we say there are no external enemies. There are only internal enemies. They are Kamaha, Krodhaha, Lobhaha, Madaha, Mohaha, Matsarya. The classic six, And the gang leader is
Kama.
And who is nourishing this Kamaha? No, the source of Kama also?
Desire.
Kama is desire. But who is the source of desire?
Ragadveshas.
Avidya, ignorance. Exactly. Avidya. In one word. All of you are right, mind. So when there is avidya, lack of knowledge, then what? I am filled with a sense of unfulfillment, inadequacy. Kama is there. Then Gita we have seen in chapter 2, Kama, Krodhaha, Abhijayate. Krodha, all this, the ladder of destruction. And then finally, Pranashti. But here, the six-fold internal enemies are Kamaha, desire. But what kind of desire? Not sattvic desires. Moksha-friendly desires are to be encouraged. Like right now, desire to attend a camp, desire to do Panchamahayagnas, desire to write a book on Shastras, desire to share your knowledge, post a forward in your WhatsApp groups. All this is good desires, non-binding, that will bring in sattva. But those desires which go against the Shastras, binding. So they born of Rajas and Tamas. That is meant here. So Kamaha desire, Krodhaha anger, Lobhaha is greed. Yeah? And the mother? Yeah, arrogance, intoxication, power intoxication, wealth intoxication, all that is there, Moha, delusion. Yeah, delusion. No, you, some of you studied Vajagovindam, no? Who has not studied yet? Oh. Yeah, Moha Mudgaraha. It's called the hammer of delusion. That hammers away the delusion. So, what is the big delusion for us?
Everything is problem.
She's come point blank. Yes. In one word, moha is that the world will make me happy or the world is making me unhappy. Both are moha. World is neither dukkha hetu nor sukha hetu. My own internal enemies, my deha abhimana, my raga dveshas are appearing to give me some sukham here and there and mostly dukkham. This is the moha. And moha can be explained in various ways. Atma, anatma, aviveka is a moha. No? I am so caught up in this deha abhimana that I don't see anything beyond that. Yeah, so Bhajagovindam, how beautifully we saw Adi Shankaracharya hammers away the delusion. No, he will even say that when the husband is young and earning, then he will come home and he will bring jasmine garland for the wife and then some snacks and all. The wife will say, Vango, Vango, and the coffee is ready, and then vada, everything. She'll remove the shoes, make him seated, comfortable. Once he's retired, and Swamiji then சொல்வார் வந்துட்டேல வாங்கோ ஃப்ரிட்ஜில் பால் இருக்கு நீங்களே கலந்துக்கோங்க எனக்கு வேலை இருக்கு. So this does not happen in most households, of course, but Shankaracharya is taking the worst scenario. He says, I am showing you the worst picture, that, and then the elders are not taking care of that. We are already seeing now, So the moha, the fascination for the world, as long as somebody is earning money and breadwinner, then there is all the love is showered on them, But then once you become old and you are not seen as a very useful contributor, your attitude changes, So all this is the moha. So here the author is saying kamadin. So these sixfold antaran, internal enemies beginning with kama, krodha, all this. They are mat sahaja. Mat sahaja means they are so sahaja for me.
Common.
They are so innate. They have become a second nature. And because of raga dveshas. Yeah? Mat sahaja. Hari. Hari Puvaran, this host of, internal tendencies, of inimical tendencies. Yeah? Hey Devi, Nirmulya Vegat. You must veroda eduthiranum. You remove it from the root. And we just saw what is the root of all the internal enemies? Ignorance. Avidya. Yeah? And that is why we need a guru and shastras to remove. So, moksha is not defined as a positive accomplishment. Why? Because moksha is an already accomplished fact. It is one's true nature. But there is something obstructing it. So, avidya nivrittihi eva moksha. So, we must not think that we are pursuing something to gain something. No. We are already that. But the jiva has separated from Paramatma and attached to the world and has this moha and then all these negative tendencies and suffering. And so with Viveka and Vairagya, the Guru brings the suffering jiva and restores back the knowledge of one's own self. That is the third line. You must remove it from the, uproot it. Yeah. So you must eliminate this chain. Shankaracharya will never tire himself for saying avidya, kama, karma, karmaphalam, janma. Because of avidya, I have desires. Yeah? Raga dveshas. Then because of kama, I will pursue activities. karma. And that karma will yield karma phalam. Karma phalam is both papa and punya. And that will necessitate janma. And in the janma I do further karma. So this is avidya, kama, karma, karma phalam, janma cycle. And this goes on and on and on. What is going to break the chain? Only vidya. Yes, only vidya. And that sequence is shown here. Slowly in our life, I will, more karma yoga I do, and all the sadhanas, like all the parayanams you're all doing, all this is signified by that, symbolized by that one akshamala. And that will bring me more and more towards astikya buddhi, shastra shravanam, and guru prapti, and that will give me the chin mudra, atma tattvam, and that is moksha. Amrita ghataka. Vidyam shuddham cha buddhim kamalajadayitashtakam dehi mahyam. So, O Devi, you bless me with the knowledge that is liberating me. Yeah? I'm already entangled. You disentangle me and prepare my mind for pursuing that knowledge. Yeah? Let's do the fifth one. Karma swat mochiteshu Dhirataradhishanam Dehadardhyam tadartham Dirgham chayuryashascha Tribhuvana viditam Papamargad viraktim Karma swat mochiteshu Sthirataradhishanam Dehadardhyam tadartham Dirgham chayuryashascha Tribhuvana viditam Papamargad viraktim Satsangam satkathayaha Shravanamapi sada devi dattva kripabdhe Satsangam satkathaya Shravanamapi sada devi dattva kripabdhe Vidyam shuddham cha buddhim kamalajadayite sattvaram dehi mahyam. So here, more very practical things Acharya is going to ask. Karmasu atma uchiteshu. Karmasu atma uchiteshu sthira tara dhishanam. Yeah? Sthira tara dhishanam means determination or deep conviction. Bless me with a sthira buddhi. Bless me with that firm determination. For what? Karmasu atma uchiteshu. That which is appropriate for me as per my varnashrama, all those karmas give me the determination to perform them. Nitya karmas are there, Naimittika karmas are there. Yeah? Nitya karmas would be in today's world. Who is doing Agnihotra? Anybody? Uma and Subramanya maybe. Yeah. It's the offerings. As in the busy modern, nobody is doing. So Nitya Karmas boils down to role playing, Swadharma. That's it. That's my Nitya Karma. Yeah? And of course Nitya Pujas, Panchamahayagnas, all that is there. Then Naimittikas, occasional karmas. Once in a while, Shraddha, Tarpana, Adi, Yatras, all those are occasional. So even for those karmas, for my karmas, Uchiteshu, appropriate, you give me the firm intellect to pursue those activities suitable for me. It is called the clearing karmas. No? When I do the karmas in the proper spirit, as what is to be done, then I am clearing my own karma account. Prarabdha is being debited. So karmasu atma uchiteshu sthiratara drishanam. You give me that determination. Then deha dardhyam tadartham. Deha is the body. To perform those activities, what do I need? Strength, balam, exactly. Strong physique. Deha dardhyam tadartham. For that, you please bless me with good health. Then what use is a good health when the life is not long enough? We put dirgha ayuhu. So what is a dirgha ayuhu? 100 years, 100 plus. No? So in the olden, that varnashrama dharma was 25 years brahmacharya, 25 quarter. No? Brahmacharya is dharma pradhana stage, then grihastha is karma pradhana stage, and then vanaprastha 25 is upasana pradhana stage, and finally jnana pradhana stage, sannyasa. For that you need 100 years. So here is asking dirgha ayuhu. No? But we have seen, some prodigies like Nachiketa, Dhruva and all. So it also depends on what I bring into this life. If there is Tivra Mumuksha, then I can cover all the Purusharthas in a short span of time.
Adi Shankaracharya died.
Yeah. Adi Shankaracharya is Shiva, no? Like that.
He could have lived longer.
Yeah, Vivekananda also. More. Yeah, maybe. That's true. But here we're talking about an ordinary human being, no? So that is why when I develop Viveka and Vairagya, then there will be more quantum jumps. We used to see this in our Gurukulam study. When people are enrolled into a very deep, systematic Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyastam in a Gurukulam setting like this, you see, no distractions. I once studied in Nagpur Gurukulam where not even mobiles were working. In 2010, I think. No mobiles, no coffee also, and no idlis. Only breakfast was fire, that's it. Because the village is. But in that place, you can really soak in the Shastras if you are ready for it. So with the Mumuksha, if it's there, then sometimes this long journey is cut short by quite a few years. That is, we need Viveka and Vairagya, and that is why Acharya is asking all this. Then what? He is asking for fame. Yashaha cha tribhuvana viditam. Fame. Why should Acharya ask for fame? And fame which famous in the three worlds. Because to inspire others also. This is not a worldly fame, I become a CEO or some great director or a film star whose films are blockbuster hits. No, this is the fame of an Nachiketa, of an Arjuna, of a Harishchandra, whose names are immortal in the history. Even now, we think of them and we get inspired. So Acharya is saying, bless me with that kind of fame, that kind of accomplishment, which will be well known in Tribhuvana. Then Papa Marga Virakti I want. Now you please, take me away from the Papa Marga. Means, bless me with the Sadbuddhi to come away from, to have the detachment. How will that happen? Third line. Satsangam Satkathayaha Shravanam Eva. Bhajagovindam, we saw that shloka which often we repeat, we have to, because it is the most important shloka. Satsangatve nissangatvam, nissangatve nirmohatvam, nirmohatve nischalatatvam, nischalatatve jivanamukti. Whole flowchart is there. Begin with satsanga, it will lead you to Satsangatve Nisangatvam, detachment. Detachment will give you freedom from moha. Then Nischala, mind will be free from raga, dveshas, moha, all these internal enemies, and then Jivan in the end. So Satam Sangaha, the association with the wise is called Satsanga. Then let me also profitably use my time, in Sat Kathayaha Shravanam. Ravi was telling me on the car, I am already 65 and I really want to do all this. Sat Kathayaha Shravanam and Satsanga. I'm planning with Kalyani to enroll in this camp, that camp. So that also you need punyam. So to clear out your karmas first, then only we will get that chance. So we have to constantly pray for such opportunities and, come out of the entangling karmas. Okay, and all those office calls. We have to, somehow find a way out of that maze. Satsangam, Satkathayaha, Shravanamapi, Sada, always, O Devi, Dattva, having given all this, Hey Kripa Phe, O ocean of compassion, Vidyam, Shuddhim, Shuddham, Cha Buddhim, Kamalajadayite, Sattvaram, Dehi, Mahyam. So that is the fifth shloka. Let's chant 4 and 5 together now. विद्यामुद्राक्षमाला मृतघटविलसत् पाणिपाथोजगाले विद्यादानप्रवीणे जडबहिर्मुखेभ्यो विश्रमिनतेभ्यः कामादीनान्तरान् मत्सहजरिपुवनान् देवी निर्मूल्य वेदात् विद्यां शुद्धां च बुद्धिं कमलजदयिते सत्वरं देहि मह्यम् कर्मस्वामोचेषु स्थिरदर्शनां देहाद्यन्तदर्गम् दीर्घं चायुर्यश्च त्रिभुवनविदितं पापमार्गात् विरक्तिम् सत्सङ्गं सत्कथायाः श्रवणमपि सदा देवी दत्त्वा कृपाब्धे विद्यां शुद्धां च बुद्धिं कमलजदयिते सत्वरं देहि मह्यम् ॐ स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहीषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो